Hello and welcome to another one of my videos, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a podcast. It has been semi-sporadic of late. One of my goals for this year really is to improve upon that. It shouldn't be too difficult to make one video a week or one podcast a week. I really do fall below the standard I set myself concerning the podcast. Before I get into it, if you do like my content even after my sporadic attempts at a podcast, you know how to support me by now. You can do that by liking, commenting and subscribing. From the picture in front of you, you can see some platinum. So there's some 1 gram Pamp Swiss Lady Fortunas, and you've got a 3-ounce platinum coin. You would have seen these before. You know, I've been building up a reserve of platinum because I've believed over the past maybe 6 months, maybe past year, that platinum has indeed been very cheap. Now, I did make a video a while back concerning this topic. I put out a video on the 9th of June arguing a case for buying the platinum metal group, so platinum, palladium and rhodium. And platinum was my choice, but to buy a small amount, which is what my own individual strategy has been. Now you could be saying, yeah, but Sean, the price goes up and the price goes down. That is very true. So I like to keep my ear on the ground and look at what other dealers and suppliers are doing around the world, not just in the UK. I've been tracking APMEX, and I've been tracking Perth Mint, a couple of European dealers, a couple of the UK dealers who do get platinum in occasionally. It just doesn't come around often. In terms of what I have seen, like I was looking at APMEX just earlier. I've got it in front of me. There's not a lot of small platinum coins. Very little small platinum on the ground. It's very thin. It has been popping up on the Facebook groups. I'm not going to say what's been going on or who's been doing what. However, I've got a sneaky suspicion that one of the reasons there's not a lot of small platinum in the States is because people in the UK have been identifying the gap and getting it under the radar and not paying VAT on it. That's not down to me. That's my own personal view of what I believe is going on. It may not be true. I don't know. Maybe there are other traders who've just found pockets of stock, but I'm highly dubious of that. In terms of what APMEX does have, the cheapest 10th coin they had was over 100% of the intrinsic value of platinum. This is crazy. This is really, really crazy numbers. So they wanted $250 before shipping for any quantity. So there's not even any price breaks. And platinum is $101,113. That's crazy money. Even in terms of the bigger stuff, so your quarter ounces, most of the stuff they don't have. They are a company who they keep historic listings, so maybe that's not a fair recollection, but it is expensive. It's really expensive. $480 for a graded coin. See if they got any ungraded. I don't think they do. So they haven't got any ungraded. You're looking at around $500, give or take, for Platinum Eagles again. 100% premium. Sure, it's graded. Is there a mature market for platinum graded coins? I don't think so. Will it be a market that develops? I can't see it. It's a very small investment part of the market. You know, it's a bit like silver. Very few silver things should be graded. Let's go up to the 1 ounces. They're expensive. They're really expensive. So you can pick one up at 14.67. I think that's the cheapest. Yeah, it's not good whatsoever. So that's from the American stuff. There is other stuff. So for example, you can pick up a maple. You can pick up a Britannia. Britannia is $1,200. So that's, in terms of value, that's not too bad. You know, we're talking less than 10%. It's cheaper than you're going to find it in the UK. You got $160 on the 10th platinum. So there is platinum. You can find platinum in the States, but there's not much of the smaller stuff. You know, you're going to have to go to your larger sizes, which is okay. Looking at the Perth Mint just doesn't really have anything. I was looking at it earlier. There's a lot of stuff on the side where it said, oh, we have this, but XYZ company is selling it. So essentially what's been happening is they're having individual contractual agreements with certain companies. They tend to be companies from the States, and they're just selling them via that method. They're not really keeping them, which is fine because they're more of a supplier than an individual shop like Atmex. That's okay. You know, I'm still looking at Atmex. They have stock in. It's crazy. Unless you want to go for an ounce, you know, some of this stuff is crazily priced. It's more your collector pricing, which is, again, is there a mature market there where you can consistently buy and sell? Not really. Now I was looking at some of the European counterparts. Now you can buy platinum. Like I've been looking at gold, silver. There are still ongoing issues on platinum in terms of getting it into the UK. It's still a bit up in the air. My belief is that you have to pay the 20% on top. So it's become something that was actually a little bit expensive to something that is probably quite expensive. So the cheapest coin they have is the platinum Philharmonica, or the Philly. I love the good old Philly. It's one of my favourites for sure. Don't like it in gold, I prefer it in silver, but that's $9.50. You slap 20% and a handling fee on that, you're probably looking at $11.50 if you're including travel expenses, etc. It's expensive. Spot price is currently 800. You know, I believe spot price is going to go to 1,000, but you've slapped £200 onto the cheapest product from Europe. It's a long way for it to go before you're even seeing your money back, and that's not why we buy precious metals. Okay, there is aesthetic quality and you can build a collection, but ultimately you do want to have the investment side where if you need to, you can cash it out, or at least get money back what you put into it. Not everything makes a profit. That's okay. It's a bit like the stock market. Not everything is going to make you money, but you want to be able to buy things where you've got a good chance of at least getting your money back. Is that going to happen if you're importing platinum from Europe now? Probably not. You know, it's the same with the European Mint. They're pretty pricey. Now let's have a look at a couple of the UK companies. So I was looking at the Royal Mint. So they got it priced at 880. Again, you're going to be hit with 20% on top of that. It doesn't make it the cheapest. So 160 quid on top. So £1,040. If you're selling into the secondary market, if you can get spot plus 20%, which is spot plus VAT, you do okay. So you got to wait for it to hit £1,000. You know, if you want to collect it for your own individual collection, such as the Queen's Beast, or you want to get a platypus or something like that. You can't get a platypus from here, but if you want to get a Queen's Beast and you want to collect the set, you should do okay if platinum keeps going where it should do. Now you could be saying, but Sean, why are you so bullish on platinum? I'm bullish for a few reasons. Whenever I speak to my suppliers, they rarely get it, but when they do, a lot of them are just holding on to it. There's very few suppliers I use that don't take it and put it to one side. So one of my biggest suppliers, who's in Europe, I'm trying to figure out ways to get more stock in, he turned around and said to me, he was the one who sold me the 10th Brits. He said, can't sell you anymore, my dad's not letting me. So his dad set the company up. He dealt with me because his dad didn't speak English. He said, my dad's just said to me, you're not allowed any more platinum, you're not allowed any palladium or rhodium, not that we get it. and they had some fantastic coins. They're like Russian ballerinas and stuff like that. And I was just like, oh, okay. And I said, well, what's your dad doing with them? He's like, anytime it comes in a shop, it goes in the safe, because the margins they can make on platinum going forward, or what they believe they can make, they're going to do very well on them. So I've been scrambling around trying to get platinum in. I won't pay above a certain percent. You know, I need to make the spread, and I don't have endless pockets to kind of buy up ounces and ounces and ounces of platinum. I got the 2 ounce coin in because it was a no-brainer. I paid under spot for it. Sorry, the 3 ounce coin. I've always got to keep one eye on the profit and one eye on the reserve, because the reserve is what funds the bigger projects moving forward. And if I mess up the reserve, I'm sitting on dead money, and it becomes an issue. You know, you've always got to stay one step ahead, and one of the ways you can do that is by buying the collectible coins, or by buying under the trend and selling when over the trend. So I was having a look at the last company, which is Chards in the UK. From all the companies in the UK, not many sell platinum. Chards tend to have a small amount. Now, one thing that made me laugh was you can buy, they call it Loco Zurich, which I'm guessing is location Zurich. You can buy it, but you got to have it stored in another place. That doesn't make sense to me. I might as well buy a paper product. You know, I'm in the physical game. Is platinum an attractive proposition as a paper product? I think so. I'd certainly, if it's a choice between someone storing my coins and me having a paper product, I know what I'm going to take, because it's just cheaper to buy the paper product, and they do the same thing essentially. They're still counterparty risk. Now, in terms of what they had in stock, next to nothing. There really was very little in terms of what they had in stock. I was actually shocked. I thought they would have more. So they got a 10 ounce platinum proof coin. You know, they want £9,600 for it. No, that's not where I'm buying. I'm not a buyer at those prices for many reasons. Many reasons. You can't move it on the secondary market. It's too big. Even the 3 ounce coin, people said to me, it's a big coin, you know. I'm like, yeah, I know. But I'm going to probably trade out for silver when the time comes. I'll just do a spot for spot trade and bank the paper profit, and then move the silver on as well. They've got not a lot. So they're out of Pamps. They're out of Australian koalas. They're out of Queen's Beast. You can pre-order the Platinum Britannia. It's really expensive. They want 1,056 before they've even slapped tax on it. So it's expensive. They've got a proof Peatfort crown. So I believe that is the same size as this 3 ounce coin. They want 3,340 quid for it, and it's taxable. No, thank you. It's too expensive. So they've got really random coins in. They got a proof maple leaf, £1,800. I wouldn't touch that with a barge pole. Moscow Olympics, they've got some stuff on special scheme. In terms of weight, doesn't say. Let's have a little look at it. Doesn't actually say. I don't think it says. That's really strange. It doesn't say. It doesn't say how heavy it is. How can you buy something when you don't know the weight of it? But yeah, I think in terms of looking at the bigger picture, in terms of what stock there is on the ground, and what's going on in terms of the market outside of coins and investment, I think platinum will go to £1,000. I will be buying as much as I can afford to keep in reserve. I don't even see this as a risk. I'm super bullish, and I'm happy to sit on it for 18 months to 2 years. I think we'll get there before then. You know, I think it may be a year, and we'll be approaching 1,000, and then I'll start cashing it in. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the podcast. I am trying to keep on top of certain things. It isn't always easy. Like I said, I have been ill. I will try harder to put more podcasts out. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care. Bye.